Good day. So I was very much in my own space. Totally forgot my time and totally forgot everything. Hello. Let's do this. Okay. There we go. Hello and welcome. So this is the next day and we're still on anxiety. Okay? So I'm just going to see if I can. I don't see it as like, if someone knows, hold on. If someone knows how to, how to add everyone in, in Facebook, on a Facebook page, let me know, because I am not figuring out. Okay, so the thing is, I'm trying to get a stain out of a couch, and yeah, you know, it is what it is. I'll work on it later. Anyway, welcome. Now I'm babbling and I'm everywhere, and my zen is just so let's try this again, shall we? Okay. Day 3 of 21 days. So we're still on anxiety because anxiety is such a broad, such what's it called? Just like it's so much to dive into, it so much to be talked about. So I'm just gonna do some small things through these 21 days, yeah? So today I want to talk about, I should not have done that. Whew, okay. So today I'm going to talk about three types of anxiety disorders and their characteristics. So we are there are so many more, but like I said, we have to keep it a little bit of a mystery. I know, not talk about it all, but just like the ones that not just resonates with me, but the ones that are kinda making me, it speaks to me, right? Cool. My hair is like everywhere. I normally wear my hair up, so it's so weird me having my hair down for a change. But you know, it's good to spice it up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So again, if you're here, remember to read in the comments that come up over with what the what's it called? What the not the challenge, but the competition is. I will put it in the comments, as well as we do a little wave so I know you're here. It's not always I can see who's there, so just do a little hello so that I know. Otherwise, you do a hashtag replay because you know you're watching the replay. And then put an emoji to it, or ask a question if there's something that you're a bit confused about, or something that you want to know more about, and I can take it the next day and I can answer your question as well as I answer you under the comment, but as well as I will do it the next day. Make sense? So do it a bit live. Okay. Oh, and another thing, on Friday, it is Yes, on Friday. It is the 17th of May here in Norway, and it totally um just didn't dawn on me until me and my husband actually talked yesterday. So I might just do a quick one in the morning, but I might not do like a big huge thing. I might do a get ready with me as we talk, because it is the it is the Independence Day, or Independence Day for Norway. It was the date where they became independent. So there's a lot a lot happening that day. So it just didn't dawn on me. But I will be on, but I might not be on for very long. It might just be a short thing. But if you have a question, I can ask, or I can answer, or I can probably go on during the evening and put something out there. We'll figure something out. But I will be on, I just won't be on so much. Anyway, told ya. So there's 3 types of anxiety disorder that we are going to be talking about today, yeah? So we have anticipatory anxiety. I just cannot say the word. I've never been able to. Anticipatory. So basically what it is that it causes people to feel nervous, concerned, or fearful about the future. So basically it's the quite common feeling of, you fear for what's going to happen in the future. You fear of future events. You fear of, basically your fear is with the future. You have anxiety over the future because you don't know what's going to happen. You have no control, and basically that's what it is, because you think about, oh wow, what's going to happen in the future? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to be able to work on this? How am I going to be able to get over that? So that's basically causes the reaction of anxiety. But because the thing is that you dwell on the worst case scenario. So we talked a little bit about this yesterday. We talked a little bit about, with anxiety, you have a tendency to dwell over or go straight to the worst case scenario of a situation that you're in. If it's with work, if it's personal, if it's private, not private. So basically, so you dwell on it, and you start it starts to consume you, right? And you spend time on it constantly thinking about how on earth is the future going to look like if X, Y, and Z. Okay, so for example, I lose my job. I'm not trying to make you feel worse by actually talking about this, but the thing is that it's actually very, very important that you do, or that we do, because the thing is that when you put a name to something, you will tame it, right? So you will tame it eventually. I mean, I'm not saying that's gonna happen. Sorry, my fingers are smelling like vinegar. It's not going to lessen if you don't do anything about it. Does that make sense? So I mean, the whole point is to actually trying to get to the root of the problem of why you feel the way you do. Make sense? So why is it that you have so much anxiety? Why is it that your anxiety triggers in different situations, in certain situations? Because I was thinking about certain and different, and my brain kind of just going, what? And that's where we get overwhelmed. That's where our situation kind of crashes and we get overwhelmed and we just like, what on earth just happened? And then the spiral, right? Okay, that was number 1. Anticipatory. I think I said it. Anticipatory anxiety. Number 1, right? Dwell over the future and thinking about the worst case scenario of what can happen. Number 2, and this one, again, quite common, social anxiety disorder. So we all think that just because we don't like going out, or just because we don't like being around of people, just don't like being around people, right? That is the cause of social anxiety disorder. Wrong. You are sorry. I'm joking. So the thing is that with because it's a different, it actually is a difference between being shy and having social anxiety disorder, right? So it's quite a fine line if you don't really know what it is basically. So when you have shyness, you know, you don't like talking to people, or you're like scared, you're not scared, you just worry a little bit, it's like, oh. But with social anxiety, you actually have a major, super intense discomfort interacting with people. Super discomfort. I used to have social anxiety, actually. I used to just I used to almost have a panic attack when I was around people. It was horrible. So if you resonate with this, I feel you, and I'm here to help you, okay? So basically, you feel super intense discomfort when you're interacting with people, when you're talking to people. It could either be you have one-on-one with someone, or it could be the discomfort of when you're in a group. So normally when we're in a group that we don't know anybody, we always feel that shyness, discomfortness. But if you have the social anxiety, you will actually feel like you're about to vomit, and just like and call it the anxiety attack symptoms kind of pops up, right? And there are things you can do to lessen that. So I've been there. I've actually been there with that. So I could not go to concerts for a while. I couldn't go to theater, all that stuff that I like to do, go to the beach, like do all the stuff where I knew that there was a lot of people who I didn't know, just a lot of random people who would show up. I couldn't do it, or I couldn't go on the bus certain times of the day because I know, oh my god, it's gonna be so full. Now I'm just scared that there's gonna be a wasp on the bus when I take the bus. Can just drive, but can't really do that just yet either, so I'm a bit stuck. Anyway, my point is that the discomfort, we can do something about the discomfort of actually being able to go out and about with people. It's actually it can actually reverse. It's reversible, and it's not hard. It's quite an easy step to take, but it's a lot of work, but it's an easy step to take. But that's everything with mental health, right? Everything is a lot of work. It's all depends on how you put it, right? So if you put it like, if you do all at once, you're going to be overwhelmed and you're not going to get anywhere. But if you do micro steps, eventually you'll get there. So that's what's really awesome. And you're always afraid that you say the wrong thing. Always say the wrong thing, and then you feel stupid, and then you feel embarrassed, and then you keep kicking yourself. You keep kicking yourself. You keep like, oh, why did I say that? That person might now hate me. That person might now think that I'm a total idiot or really stupid because I actually said what I said. Said, what was I thinking? And that keeps going over and over and over and over again in your head, right? Oh, I have hair. That was, where was I? Yeah. You keep going over and over again of what you said because you cannot let it go, because you felt like, oh my God, I am such a idiot. Why did I do that? And the thing is that if you continue to call yourself an idiot and continue to talk really or speak really low about yourself because of what you said, instead of just go, well, you know what, it's said, it's done, can't do anything more about it, I stand on what I said. But if you have a lot of anxiety, that boundary isn't there, right? That boundary is non-existent, where you can just stop and just go, I said that. Oh, okay, well, fine. It's done. Okay, let it go. It's not there. But again, there are tools where you can use that are not that difficult, where you can actually not be so hard on yourself, as well as not feeling like every time you open your mouth, you say something stupid. Hell, I say stupid stuff constantly, right? I used to. And so I used to think like that. Why did I say that? Like, what an idiot. I was down talking myself so much. But then I got to that point where I was like, why do I care? Like, okay, I said it. I stand by what I said. I probably shouldn't have said it in the harsh tone that I did, but I said it. They understood it, and they can think whatever they want. They, what's the word in English? What's the word in English? They interpret it the way they want to. But I've said mine, and I've said my piece, and it's done. It's open. Gone. Bye-bye sentence. Bye-bye situation. Alright, so it's a bit... It's freeing when you get there. As well as... I talked a little bit about this in the beginning. There are such a difference between shyness and social anxiety, right? Because shyness, it's like a teeny tiny discomfort that we all feel, that we all go through. I mean, every single one of us go through this little shyness situation, right? We're like, we're a little bit uncomfortable. We're a little bit like, okay, breathe, get it away. But with social anxiety, it actually goes beyond that. It actually implements itself in your everyday tasks, everyday situation, everyday thought, where it's just consuming, where whatever that you can't relax, you can't calm down, you can't breathe. It's like, okay, I feel better now. Can't do that when you have the social anxiety. It gets away from the harmony of everything that's happening around you. It takes away the balance. You feel unbalanced. You feel just crawling in your own skin because you feel so uncomfortable and you don't know what to do with yourself because you haven't learned the techniques and you haven't learned everything. And, you know, your whole head just goes spinning like 50,000 seconds in a minute. You don't know what to do with yourself. So there you have it. There is a difference. Okay. You also have something called ASD. Acute stress disorder. I'll say it again. Acute stress disorder. Okay, so ASD can basically have the same symptoms as PTSD, but it's not, right? Here's the thing, right? So PTSD is quite more severe, right? So, you know, personality, PTSD, I can't remember what PTSD stands for. That's pretty embarrassing, actually. Post-traumatic stress disorder, there we go. I'm not that embarrassed yet. Okay, so ASD has the same symptoms of PTSD. But the thing with ASD is that it can occur the first month after trauma. Hold on. I got my first comment. I am so happy. Let's see. It's one of those things. I don't like those things. Hold on. I've been, I keep getting these stupid comments. Not comments, but like, what's it called? No, not good things. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, ASD. So it can occur in the first month after a traumatic event. So you've been through something traumatic, and then eventually, you know, you can understand that there's something happening. You know that something isn't right. Most of us know when something isn't quite the way it should be, right? We most of us know that. Anyway, so it happens in the first month of an event of trauma where something happens. It could be something minor trauma, it can be a big trauma. It all is so individual of how whatever you've been through affects you. So CBT can actually treat this. So CBT is cognitive behavior therapy. This is something that I can actually do through my NLP because it's kind of the same thing, but it isn't. Because CBT is basically cognitive behavior therapy is basically understanding that your feelings and your actions and your thought and everything is actually, again, Norwegian English, my brain is not doing well today, is connected, right? So if something happens to one, the other one follows, the other one follows, and eventually you have that huge evil circle. I think I've actually put out a post on that, so I can see if I find it and I can post it again. But so CBT can, in fact, treat ASD. CBT is a bit more difficult to treat PTSD because you need a little bit more psychology, a little bit more working on one section than all of the section at the time, instead of doing everything at once, right? So as well as ASD has the same symptoms as PTSD, but the thing is that it comes before the PTSD. So basically you have your trauma, you have your ASD, and then you have your PTSD, and then you have your, oh my god, what on earth just happened to my so there is a section there, but you can also go from trauma to PTSD, but it's basically the thing that comes before. And so the symptoms are easily frightened, trouble sleeping, always on guard, that you're self-destructive, you're self-destructive, so everything you do continues to give you feeling of, everything you do, you basically ruin everything for yourself, right? It's like, oh, why did this happen to me? Oh, why does this, why? And then it's not fun. So anyway, it's been so much fun. I actually don't have any more for you today. I still have a pinched nerve, so I'm still a bit sore whenever I bend over. So I did something now that I wasn't supposed to do, but I did. Anyway, so I will put up the same information with the contest, and not the comment, but with the contest. I put up the same information for the contest every single day. So I see here now actually that my day 5, as in on Friday that I talked about, there is actually quite a small thing happening. So, which actually means that this is going to be awesome. So we shall see how everything works out. My brain just totally went off where it was supposed to be. I just totally went to Narnia. Okay, Layla, come back to Earth. Stop being in Narnia. Okay, so I hope that today was informative, and I hope that you will let your friends know, and I hope that you will join my contest, and we shall see how everything goes, and it's going to be awesome. And I want everybody to have an epic, awesome day, and you are really awesome. And I will say awesome one more time because you are. And having an amazing day. Take care, stay safe, and I shall see you again tomorrow. Bye.